gets a different.
You know what song was stuck in my head? I don't care. It lived rent free because of you.
What?
It's half and half. The song.
Through this journey of discovery. That's a good thing song.
Finding you and finding me.
But the Parkers.
You so irritating.
When she did her little with her feet. Welcome back to the Too Familiar podcast. If you're new here, welcome.
Hi, welcome.
Welcome. If you're coming back and joining us again, the fuck up, my nigga. What's going on?
What it do, boo boo?
Yeah, welcome back to the Too Familiar podcast. I am Marlene Ariel.
I'm Tish. You can call me Tish B or Tish or whatever. My real name's Tashina. I go by Tish though.
All right.
Rick off the record.
You get all these AKAs and all
AKA that. Lil Mama, AKA Big Money, AKA Stressed Out.
Not stressed out. What's stressing you out?
Girl, what's not stressing me out? I don't know.
How was your week this week?
I was going to ask you that. Y'all know we always got to ask. My week was stressed out. You know that. It was really, really tough this week and last week. But it was more last week was really my toughest week. But this week it's okay. You know, it was a little flowing. It was still stressful, but I got through it. How was your week?
My week was it was okay. So yeah, me and my coworkers, we starting 75 hard together. But we starting on June 1st. Yeah. But I'm starting this week. Just to like
get a feel.
Get acclimated and get
acclimated. Please give us the definition. Y'all, first of all, Marlena be sitting at home reading a dictionary. She gotta be because okay, I'm not saying don't think I'm slow, but it's just like, girl, okay, use some words that us regular people know sometimes.
I say one thing. That's just like my friend too, because I said to him, I said pureed. And he was like, look, I said it's kind of like blended. He like, why the fuck you just don't say blended?
Yeah.
It's different though, but I get it.
But y'all, she's smart, so that's all that matters.
Thank you.
And I like that she expanded her vocabulary.
She's actually bringing up my PTSD from when we used to be on punishment, and my parents would take every fucking thing. I wasn't,
but that was funny. Y'all definitely did.
The Bible and the dictionary, so I had to learn some.
They was in there like, oh yeah, okay, acclimation.
I used to be in there like, spell mesothelioma.
Mesothelioma.
Okay. Can I use it in a sentence?
Man.
Yeah. What's got you stressed this week?
Let me pull out my list. Everything, y'all. Staying in Texas is expensive. Don't let nobody lie to y'all. You can stay in the hood for $1,000. That's still a lot, and you probably have a 1-bedroom. Everything, rent, bills, my child, life. I'm gonna one day go into some real detail about a lot of stuff, but right now, I gotta leave it on the surface with that one.
Why?
Because it's just I ain't ready to talk about it yet, But yeah, I was 25 going through a midlife crisis, basically.
Same.
And I'm still recovering from it. So yeah.
And then okay, you said you really don't want to talk about it, but
what you want to know?
I mean, just since we're on the topic of stress, how do you feel like? Are you like? What are you doing to?
What am I not doing? I feel like once something going good, it's like it's always something that goes bad. So it's like I can like get to a point sometimes where everything will be good, and then it's just always something. It don't matter what it is. Something can slap me in the face, and I'm like stuck trying to figure it out. And it's like I'm already overwhelmed by other stuff. So then it's like it all come crashing down at once. Like when they say like it rains, it pours. Yeah. That's what it seemed like for me. Like some things will be going good, and then once something go bad, it pours down.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like that's a little bit of like a mindset thing. Just like you ever like, sometimes when something bad might go on, right, and then you might dwell on it for the whole day, and then you feel like that went wrong, and then now this just went wrong, and then now when I got home, I'm trying to lock the door, the keys done fell, and then my pants got caught on the door handle. Like that shit, it'd be like
so it all just come up.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes when something go wrong, like either deal with it or handle that in the moment, and not try to, because I feel like it do sometimes be your mind just be like your stuff is just now your day is spiraling when you could have,
Yeah, I feel like when I'm like in a stressful state, I don't feel like I dwell on it, but it's like I'm telling you, it's like something. It could be one thing, and I'm like, okay, I sit there and I think of how I'm gonna figure it out. I done figured it out. Now I be feeling good, and then boom, here this comes. Then you be like, dang, how I'm finna figure this out. So then you got two things, like kind of, I don't want to say correlating, but like they clashing. So it's like you gotta kind of prioritize which one. And it's like, okay, well, if I do this, then I still gotta figure out this type of thing. That's really how I be feeling sometimes.
I don't feel like I think I started really experiencing and feeling stress after my mom died. I be thinking like that, I don't know, something around that time too. And when I was like, I don't give a fuck about nothing. I'm about to quit my job. I'm about to stop working. I'm about to do this. I didn't have a fucking care in the world. And then getting back into dumbass, like you gotta work, like you gotta, but knowing that I just very self-aware. No, I just feel like when you gotta do shit on your own, and when you have to handle shit, you just gotta handle that shit. Sometimes I'll be feeling like I don't even have no more now. Maybe back then, but like now, like today, I feel like I don't have any space to stress about stuff. Shit be going wrong, and I'll be like, I just gotta figure that shit out because we're trying to do this, build this brand. I have to work. I have to get shit done. Like I can't sit around and be like, having mental breakdowns.
But that's why when I think it was this week when we was talking on the phone, and I was saying like I couldn't focus at work. That's how it be, because it's like, well, I can work all I can, and it's like I'm working or whatever, but then it's like that's still on the back of my mind, because when I get off work, I still have to deal with it. I still have to try to figure some stuff out. So how was I trying to put that? Basically, just I don't know. It just be like overwhelming to take over my mind, because it's like, okay, until this is fixed, I can't really think about nothing else, because this is riding my back. And it's like right now, I'm kind of taking care of 2 households, and it's like, what the hell? Yeah, this shit is fucking stressful.
Not going into that, because obviously I know what you're talking about. But have you ever felt like, or not have you ever felt, do you feel like you're finally getting to a point where it's like, I can't take care of that anymore?
I do. And I have thought about like ways to, because it's not an easy process. It ain't like I could be like, oh, I'm going to just stop doing this, I'm going to stop doing that. It's a process to it, because if not, that stuff affects me down the long run still. So I still have to be cautious about the decisions I make. So it's just really trying to figure that out, and like having a happy medium at the same time. And it ain't always about like having a happy medium. It's more of like, okay, I don't want to be stressed out my whole life. So it's just like, okay, how can I make this right and still be okay?
Is that happy medium for you or
for me? Because at the point I was like, I'm trying to make everybody happy, but it's like, no, people don't give a fuck, sorry, about what Tashina feel or how she, if I'm happy or not. So I shouldn't care about what they like, how they happy or whatever. So other than that,
do you think like are the decisions that you made to become in that situation, do you feel like you wish you would have thought more on it, or do you feel like now this is just the consequences of what it was?
No, because the decision that kind of got me in that situation was basically taking some time off, because I had became a mom. Because I lost my first baby. So we didn't want me to be stressing on top of having another baby. So it was like, okay, I'm gonna step back from that. And then also trying to have a wedding, and then also helping other people out. It's like, okay, now we drowning. And that affects everything else. So I wouldn't say I regret it or anything. I just feel like how can I put it? I feel like I don't regret a lot of stuff. Like, because I feel like you don't grow into the person you are if you sit there, oh, I wish I would have did this, or I wish I would have did that. I just live in the moment like, no, you just learn from it.
Yeah. Something I do wish sometimes that you didn't do was, I feel like when you're going through something, you take away from that and be like, well, I know somebody might got it worse. And I only reason I hate that so much, I feel like a lot of people sometimes, because outsiders will downplay what you're going through and try to make your shit seem small. Right. But if it's big to me, it's big to me, and it's what I'm going through. So can't nobody be like, oh, kids in Africa, I'm not eating. Like, I can't worry about the kids in Africa right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I feel like that be too, like, if something is going like wrong, that
because it's like I be trying to, like, I wouldn't say calm my nerves, but it's like, okay, Tashina, you going through this, but it's like somebody could be going through something way worse, and you over here stressing yourself, and you can die from stress.
It's still your stress though.
So it's just like, okay, bring it down. We gonna figure it out, type of thing.
So then, what do you feel like will be the solution from getting you from, I got shit going on, or shit is going bad, but I just have to do this, and this to do that, and take the stress away? Because obviously you can be stressed, but what would be the, okay, I know I might just gotta get a job.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I already been thinking about this. The job that I took on now, it definitely pays less than what I had before. So it's like, that's one of them. Like, okay, y'all not paying me up to par, and y'all got us, kind of doing all this work. I'm definitely gonna have to find somewhere else, because not only that, y'all taking away time from my family, from other stuff that I need to be doing, because I'm sitting here working overtime and we on salary, so we not getting paid extra behind that. So it's just like really finding a new job, having basically a happy medium again, like a work-life balance, basically. With that, I feel like that would take the stress away, because I also be stressing like, man, I'm always busy. I don't feel like I'm always have time for my child. I'm missing out on those precious moments. And I wonder if he think I'm a good mom, like think about all that type of stuff. So I just feel like definitely finding a new job would help. Also, just finding, how can I put it? Just like coming to agreement with somebody about some stuff, like, sometimes this don't have to go on your plate. This can't keep sitting on my plate no more, because it's killing me now. Yeah, and just really stick to it. But like I said, it's more than just, okay, well, this going on your plate. You got to go through a process of everything to just, Yeah, one day I'm gonna go into details. I know we like kind of on the surface with everything, but yeah.
You're funny. Do you think that, because I sometimes feel like we don't like to take, how am I trying to say it? We sometimes the stress that we have and the stress that we put on is usually stress that we've put on ourselves. And maybe that comes from us not properly preparing ahead, or maybe choosing to do the wrong thing when we know we should have been doing something else, like splitting up our time and stuff like that. You think so or no?
You didn't ask the question, really.
Oh. I thought I said, do you feel like, I feel like we put the blame on situations, we put the blame on people, when a lot of the things that we go through is because of the things that we're doing.
So you feel like basically taking more accountability. Are you asking me, do I take accountability?
No.
But what's like,
I feel
like, it didn't sound like a question. Yeah. I agree. I agree, because you got to take accountability, but then at the same time, you also got to be in reality with things sometimes. And it's like, yeah, never mind. It basically comes back to accountability, because I feel like even if some stuff that happen, it's like you kind of allow it to happen, and you didn't stop it.
That's got to be its own separate
accountability.
Because I got some shit to say.
You got some stuff to get off your chest.
Yeah, they do.
Oh.
Because sometimes I just think that the shit that we go through, sometimes we can't continue as adults to
blame others,
but also blame how we grew up.
Because
a lot of us, I grew up in maybe not a shitty house and having like both my parents was there, but my parents left me with nothing. Right. No money, no information, no guidance, nothing to fall back on. Right. I gotta figure that shit out on my fucking own. Yeah. So at what point am I gonna stop being like, well, my parents didn't leave me a trust like everybody else. They didn't leave me a family business. Right. I have to figure that shit out. Exactly. And it's unfortunate, but that's just what the fuck it is. Yeah. Like, I can't keep on. Oh, when I was 5, my mom.
Because it's like, what difference is that making? Okay, your mom did this and that, but what are you doing today to make that different?
Yeah. And that's definitely not to take away people who grew up in way shittier situations or grew up without their parents, grew up in foster care, grew up on the streets. Right. Not taken away from that. I feel like those are people who need to work on their mental health if that's what they want to do. But
I feel like that's why I kind of tie in with stress though, because like they stress behind different stuff like that. Like, well, mom did this or this and that, but it's like, okay, what are we doing different to take that stress away? Yeah. Like, okay, we know now. Mm-hmm. But sometimes I ain't gonna lie, and I'm just speaking on my situation. Sometimes you be too deep into stuff, it just be like, dang, when am I ever gonna get out? So it just be like stress on top of stress, and sometimes you just be want to give up.
That's how I felt. For a minute, I was like, I've been broke so fucking long. Like, am I cursed?
Not am I cursed?
The fuck is going on?
Who put this on me?
It felt like I ain't had shit. I couldn't do shit. Like, especially when I first moved into my first apartment, I used to didn't say nothing to no. I ain't have nothing. Really? I used tuna sandwiches, tuna and crackers.
You wanna know what's crazy though?
Noodles.
We didn't know that at all. Oh, you wanna know why? Because you still hung around and was happy and like interacting. You might even probably think you wasn't. Maybe because like, I'm gonna come around regardless. I get on your nerves regardless. So I was always just still around.
I feel like I'm real good at pretending.
Yeah, you are.
Only because
sometimes you can read your face.
For real. I'm good at pretending like that I'm fine. I feel like sometimes in front of other people, because I like I said before, I feel like I have it bad when like I don't be thinking stuff is about me. So it don't sometimes be like, this ain't the time to bring that shit up. This ain't the time to, you know what I'm saying? So I just be like,
no, because when I wouldn't say crying, whining over the phone this week, you could have been like, well, bitch, I'm going through this too. Shit. True. I feel like at that,
but that's again when I was saying, I feel like not to take away from.
You can do that with, because I feel like, okay, it's just like more of a bonding thing. Like, it makes me feel like I'm not alone. Like, okay, so it's kind of like, okay, what can we do to work on this? Like, holding each other accountable, not even just like holding ourselves accountable. We're like, okay, well, you said this last week. What did you do different?
Mm-hmm. See, okay, you say that, but sometimes I don't feel like you receive that well.
I do. That's what's crazy though. I feel like you think because I talk back. I wouldn't say talk back like crazy. Say. But like I mean, like, well, this and I really like sometimes. Maybe I need you to open my mind to something I'm not thinking about, because maybe I'm thinking about it and I'm closed mind behind it. And you could be like, well, Tashina, you literally said this, but did you even think of this? Mm-hmm. It's like sometimes I don't think. Like, I be feeling like my mind be so all over the place that I do. It be the simplest stuff. I think, Mama, it actually happened the other day, and who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody, and they had just like the simplest solution to it, and I'm like, dang, I didn't ever think of that. I'm over here stressed the fuck out, and you just gave me a simple solution. I don't know.
But yeah, I feel like you move fast sometimes, and that's why I think that I might feel like you don't receive it well from me, because I feel like sometimes you might be like, well, I said I was gonna do this, it didn't work, so then I'm trying, and then I feel like you just always moving super fast. Like, you don't take a second to be like, okay, yeah, that didn't work, so let me just stop for a second and be like,
that's what I be saying though, because sometimes I feel like if I slow down or am I stopping, like I don't, how can I put it, like basically, for example, like if I'm in a financial situation and I know this is due then, this is due then, it's like, okay, well, I gotta figure out how to get this real fast. I'm gonna pay this one first, but I'm still stressed about this one. So now I gotta figure out how to pay this one type of thing. So it's like I really don't have time to think because there's deadlines to this stuff. So it's just like,
but then I feel like that's when you might start feeling burnt out.
Yeah, because
I do. You might think you don't have that second, but I feel like you do if you created it for yourself. Because the deadline's still gonna be the deadline. So that means you either you're gonna meet it or you're not. So you might as well.
And that's what I'm gonna be stressed if I don't. That's why I'll be like, it's stress on top of stress. So it's like, okay, how am I gonna let that go? And it's like, that's kind of like holding myself accountable. But it's like, okay, you gotta do better. You know, like you, and it ain't like I don't know the deadline or something. It would literally be something that comes out of the blue, and you be like, damn, where the fuck did this come from? So now you only give me a week to do this, and I gotta figure that shit out within a week, and that's not what I was planning for. So I feel like that's where a lot of my stress come from right now.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel honestly, I don't know what it is. I feel stress, but I feel like at the same time I don't. Like shit just been rolling off the sleeve for me lately. Like
period.
If it's something that honestly, truly I cannot fix or deal with or handle, I just gotta leave that shit alone because I know how it felt when I was like wanting to sit up and cry every fucking day, quitting all my fucking jobs, leaving, doing all that shit. Like I'm definitely been pushing myself to not go back to that shit. So that's why I feel like I have to spend time clearing my mind because I cannot deal with that shit no more.
And I feel like that's where I'm starting to learn, especially after this last 2 weeks. I hope this would that I'm in the clear with stress. Look. It's not wood, guys.
It's not wood. It's not wood.
Oh my god. I think I'm in the clear, hopefully, with stress. I just feel like from now on, I already got me a little plan in motion, y'all. I'll be writing I got me a journal. I don't got it right now, but I bought it up here and I've been writing in my journal just my thoughts. I'm definitely finna join Marlena, y'all. She got this book she's been reading.
Did you get it already?
I haven't, but I'm gonna get it this week.
You know what's funny about that fucking book?
What?
So me and Caitlin started reading 48 Powers of Law. Literally, I don't know if anybody ever read it. The first fucking chapter, me and Caitlin called each other and we said, what the fuck?
Y'all didn't know what was going on?
It started with they was telling a story of like back in the day. But it was the names, like just reading through it, they was like, oh, this person. But everybody had like these ancient ass foreign names. Yes. Yeah. And I feel like I couldn't focus on what was going on because I'm steady like.
You ain't get no nicknames too?
No, I did after a while. I forgot what they was. I told Caitlin I just started saying some other shit. But yeah, once you get like the first 2 pages, then yeah. Yes. Period. But yeah, I'm only on chapter 2. I'm sure Caitlin's still reading, but
okay.
When you gonna get it to start?
Actually, my job is funding it because I'm very smart. I be winning trivia at work, so I'm gonna buy it from Amazon.
Period.
With my gift card.
I'm gonna start reading another book too. I forgot. My coworker said he had for the 75 days.
Y'all, my favorite book, and I always recommend it to somebody because she actually recommended it to me a while, like years ago, is that DJ Khaled book, Peace. That is a really good book. It's really more of like a bio to me. Kind of, yeah. But it's very inspiring. I feel like just seeing where DJ Khaled came from to where he is now, that man actually put in the work to be where he at. Even though he's funny. She think he annoying a little bit.
I think his wife think he annoying too. Every time he put that camera out, she get the fuck back, Khaled.
He said spell what did he say? Spell something. He said D-R-A-K Drake.
Like,
I love him. I love DJ Khaled, y'all. He's so inspiring.
Like shut and he that fake Jamaican accent, all that like yeah.
Yes. So y'all gotta go check that book out too.
Yes.
Definitely dope. So you don't be feeling like you stressed no more at all, nothing?
Yeah, but no. Yes, but no. Shit be stressing me the fuck out. I be crying but
you do a good ugly cry?
Yes.
I do too. Sometimes I feel so good.
Yeah. One day I did a cry like in the fucking movies. I turned the like shower head on and I was sitting down in the tub.
I did too one day, but it felt so so good, man. I am not gonna lie. And I ran the shower over me.
I swear.
And I had the meditation music playing.
Everything.
I felt so good after coming out of there.
So, and then I wish I was like, I had some good hair because I would have did the little. It was like, yes, because I would have let my hair get wet and then I would have.
You got to do this.
Baby, I swear. But yes, I was just sitting there and I did that car. Like, I was staring at the wall and I was like,
you was funny.
I feel like that's how it came out. Like, bro, yes, I be feeling so stressed. And I feel like a lot, I ain't gonna lie, like 80% of my stress, I feel like comes from my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And the fear of like him passing away.
Right.
And I know that that's nothing that I can change. And I know people like, well, and then somebody, I forgot who said the shit. They was like, well, since, you know, the doctor said what they said and you know that it's coming, then you can prepare.
How can you prepare for death? Yeah. Right. That's silly.
What it, like,
can't nobody prepare for their death. Even then when you know that person is dying, it's like, how do you never really even know when their time clock gonna run out?
Exactly. And it's like, yeah, I feel like I'm mostly like my mind races a lot about him passing away because then it's like I'm down there by myself. My mom gone, my sister gone, my dad gonna be gone. Like I'll be like, damn, I'm really and that's another thing why I feel like I don't really feel stressed because I feel like I have to figure this shit out. I'm literally down there by myself. If you see me, like,
you know what? This is off topic, but it's kind of scary. You know what I worry about for you?
Is we about to cry?
No, I was about to earlier, but I had to hold my tears back. I'm so scared of you finding Grandpa passed away.
Me too.
I'll be like so angry when you be like, well, not angry. That's a bad word to use, but when you be like, he done failed. Like, Grandpa, come on now, stop playing so much.
Yeah,
like
I be thinking that too. And the night, it was so scary when it was Toy's birthday. We was at Casablanca.
Oh, I remember you telling me that.
And then I was calling him because I was going to go to the bar with him after he wasn't answering. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to just stop at home and I'm going to go back out. And then when I got home, he had fell out the tub. Yeah. Like stuff like that. It just be like, I feel like that's my most, like, even my job, I feel like definitely from warehousing to what I do now, big ass pay cut. But this is the less stress I've ever felt ever. And the best work environment I ever been. Like,
I'm gonna have to change my job field. But I really like recruiting. Verizon hire me. Okay.
Yeah, hire her.
I love you guys.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like I do. But yeah, I take a lot of time to just be by myself and like try to just stay positive. And like even this, I feel like this in a sense is saving me a little bit.
Yeah, therapy. I love doing this.
Yeah.
Even though you get on my nerves, I feel like it brings us closer. Hold my hand.
And look at our hands. I feel like, yeah.
Y'all, off grid. That's what I wanted this to work for. No, I wanted to thank Marlena for holding it down, y'all, the other week, because no, for real, I was really going through it. I couldn't figure out my way up here, and she held the fort down. Like her and our producer. Clap it up for them. We don't have no clap button right now, but
thank you.
No, for real, she stepped up to the plate, and I just want to say I love y'all, but y'all that canceled. We got some
all of y'all that canceled on me last minute.
Yeah.
Ty.
Yeah. I seen that
because I was stressed and everybody canceled on me. It seemed like right, like as soon as I pulled up here, I'm like, yeah, Tone, I'm just waiting on woo. I can't come. Oh, okay, it's fine. Then she's supposed to come. Oh, I can't.
Yeah. I already knew you was
because y'all have me stressed out.
So yeah.
But yeah, man.
She did her thing.
Is like, because I don't know. At first when we was like, oh, we gotta do a YouTube channel, I feel like this is what I should have been doing. All the time we was talking about doing YouTube, right. I feel like this is what we should have been doing.
Yes. Yeah. Because I wasn't done giving my kudos though.
I'm sorry. I am listening.
I also wanted to give her a shout out, y'all, because the editing and all that y'all be seeing, that's your girl.
Period.
I be too stressed right now, for real. And she definitely be stepping up to the plate to take care of that. And she gonna teach me, and I'm gonna get there. So yeah, shout out to Marlena. She's dope. So if y'all want to hire her,
if y'all want to hire me, yes.
If y'all want to hire her,
to do
she's
some
for
edits.
hire. She's for hire.
I'm a little pricey though because I'm busy, but I got y'all.
Ouch. All right, you want to do these? I know you fucking lying.
Yes, you need to bring it in right. Bring it in good.
You want to
bring it in like it ain't shit.
This no, you fucking lying.
All right.
You like that?
No.
The jingle?
I didn't like it.
Okay, she's a hater.
Anyway, introduce it right. Get into it right.
And here we go. The I know you fucking lying game. Marlena, take it away.
Here, you ugly. Okay. You want me to go first?
Yes.
How many cookout foods can you name?
I can name 5.
I can name 6.
I can name 7.
I can name 8.
I can name 9.
I can name 10.
Name them. Because I know you fucking lying.
Where's the timer? Hold on. Let me pull up the timer.
Because who cookout you be going to?
Okay, you ready? 10?
Yeah. You said food items, right? Okay.
Tone.
So don't get the name of no sodas.
I was out to Mountain Lion, Dr. PP. Okay. Ribs, chicken, hot dogs, brats, potato salad, macaroni salad, baked beans.
Macaroni salad.
You know the cold macaroni salad.
Did you say black cookout?
Macaroni salad. People eat. Thank you. Yes, okay, exactly. Thank you. Watermelon. Okay. I'm trying to think. It was some weird size. I feel like I said
Marlena, your 30 seconds is up.
Grilled steak. No, it's not.
Yeah, that timer is lying.
No, it's
because
not lying.
You started it at 5 minutes. Marlena like to cheat, y'all. Why are you lying?
I said watermelon. I'm trying to think. That's all I eat. Hamburgers.
You said hamburgers already.
No, I didn't.
You said hamburgers, hot dog, ribs.
I said ribs first.
Yeah, you did say ribs first.
Tone, did I say hamburgers already?
It don't matter because your 30 seconds was up.
Why you disappointed? What I missed, Tone?
And he probably helped her with this.
First thing he said was chips. I thought I missed another food.
She was like, we was thinking about the main course.
I said I said spaghetti.
It don't matter. Yeah, I was definitely thinking about some good spaghetti.
Dang. I hate though at cookout.
Baked beans.
Once the spaghetti get cold, I don't want to eat that shit.
Really? Because it'd be good.
Other stuff though, like I don't mind eating like a cold burger or something, but I don't know, something about the spaghetti, it'd be like,
man, I swear in the summertime when we was kids, they used to always cook out, especially at Ruby House.
Man. I had 9 though.
Your 30 seconds was up, boo.
All right. So it is kind of going slow. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe we should stop at like 20.
Okay.
That shit was counting 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Let's see. Okay, how many? Give me an idea.
Okay. How many? How many things would your mama grab to beat you with? I can name 2.
I can name 5. I can name 6. I can name 7.
Go. I know you fucking lying.
Mama done beat me with a plunger. She done beat me with a pot. She done beat me with a broom. My grandma done whipped me with a switch.
I said your mama, but okay.
Well, I'm just saying, my mama would have did it too. She didn't beat me with her hand. She broke her hand. Actually, God don't like ugly. I'm telling y'all, when you're ugly, she would have beat me with a mic. She would have beat me with this computer. Anything in sight. I wasn't a bad kid. My mama just, y'all, she got some issues. She needs to go see.
So Shannon should have been in the she should have been on the panel with Eric Mays as a city councilor because
my mama motto was
she was argumentative.
Who? No, I was not. Look, she's like,
So
what you doing?
should have been on the debate team. Honestly.
My mama used to say that, but
yeah,
I used to state facts.
Okay.
But her motto was anything in sight is what she beat me with.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy. She's a crazy lady, y'all.
It's funny that everybody think we never got whoopings, but we got a whooping with obviously a belt. But then the one time my dad pulled that motherfucking work boot out and I had them highs.
Not the work boot.
And I had them highs.
He beat you with a work boot? He told me he whooped you with a ruler. He told us you got a whooping with a ruler.
I wish it was a fucking ruler.
He beat you with the work. That was
steel toe.
PS.
Should have called them.
That should have called them.
He gonna go to their house crying.
Man, he was sad. He was like, "Y'all, I ain't never seen her like this. I ain't never touching her again." Cause,
period.
Grandpa, you did not whoop my auntie like that. You can't be around here whooping kids.
So, any kids, if you're ever watching,
he said he barely touched you though. He said he didn't even whoop you. He skinned your butt. That's about it.
That was enough. And I'm about to show my ass.
that was funny.
Enough. Okay.
Look, now let's looking at each other. Well, that was another great episode.
You don't got no more
oh, you want to do another?
Shiiitttttt don't be coming prepared for y'all.
Y'all, I swear I had a whole list, but this what happened. Yeah. That's what happened.
No, tell them your excuse so then they can tell you that
I just had the list. I just had an old list. That's all.
Take us out.
Take us out. We're done.
This is another episode of Too Familiar Podcast, and we will be back next week.
Love y'all. Get that hand wave.
Nobody